Let's have a quick conversation about Petal to cashback no fees credit card. And this is a credit card that allows you to do a lot of things. And what we love about this card is that you can actually use the card to build credit. You can use the card if you have fair credit. So it's a really great card. So I want to do an in-depth review into this conversation. So I want to give you a glance into the card first. So if you are looking for, let's say you are looking for a low-cost way to build your credit, then this card, the Petal 2 Cashback No Fees Visa Credit Card, is a great candidate, because the thing is that you don't have to pay like a lot of fees that you usually will pay if you were to go with other credit building tools, and that this card is not secured, so it is unsecured, so you don't have to make a deposit before getting the card. This is kind of cool, and the cool thing is that you have the ability also to get a higher limit. So right off the bat, it's a great card if you are trying to build or rebuild credit. Okay, and one thing we love here is that it's true that the Petal 2 doesn't have a lot of benefits in terms of cardholder benefits. But hey, listen, you don't get this kind of card because you're looking for the benefits. You're getting this card because you are trying to build credit or rebuild credit. So when you think about the Petal 2 Cashback No Fees Visa Credit Card, forget about cashback. Forget about mileage, forget about miles, or the points, whatever. Forget about all that. Forget about having a card that allows you to do a balanced transfer. No, you are just trying to establish or reestablish a pattern of credibility in terms of your FICO score. That's all. Okay. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you into this conversation. We're having a quick convo, let's say an in-depth review of Petal 2 Cashback No Fees Visa Credit Card. Even though the name of the card is the Petal 2 Cashback No Fees Visa Credit Card, the cashback rate that you have is really, really low. It's like 1% to 1.5%. So you really don't go after this card because you are so interested in cashback. No, you get the card because the card allows you to, this card will actually approve you for a higher limit, even if you have a bad or fair FICO. Okay, but you do have a rewards rate, a cashback rewards rate of 1% to 1.5%. You do have it there, but you want to go after this card for rebuilding your credit. The APR is kind of high in our view, 17.50 all the way to 32%. But hey, listen, it is what it is, and this card can actually approve you even if you have no credit history. So Petal 2 will approve you if you have no credit history, bad credit history, no problem. I want to talk about the pros and cons of this card, okay? And it's important to understand that I think I've already said that the Petal 2 allows you to build or rebuild history, your credit. But you also have a Petal 1. We have covered the Petal 1 credit card on another show. So what I'm trying to say here is that the Petal 2 is one of two cards that allows you to actually build or rebuild credit history. Okay, so if for any reason you do not qualify for the Petal 2, try to qualify for the Petal 1. And in either case, try to pre-qualify first so that you can preserve your credit score, so that your FICO score is not going to be decimated right off the bat, okay? So this is important. So the pros. So this card is easily accessible to people building credit, since you don't need a credit score to qualify. So if you're currently around 300, 350, or you have no credit at all, you can still qualify. Again, Petal 2 is an unsecured credit card. So see, think about it. Think about the opportunity to qualify for an unsecured credit card with no credit. This is really good. And on top of that, you don't have all the crazy fees that come up with all the other credit building credit cards. This card is kind of cool. It's kind of decent. I mean, the APR is kind of high, but it's way more decent than all the other credit cards that are out there, like the Milestone of the Day, the Visa, those cards, the Total Visa card, those cards give you like crazy amount of fees, but the Petal 2 doesn't do it. Okay, and unlike most other credit building cards, the Petal 2 does earn rewards, but again, the rewards are really minimal. But hey, listen, it is something. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. I'm actually doing an in-depth review of the Petal 2 credit card. It is actually the long name, the long form name here is Petal 2 Cashback No Fees Visa Credit Card. What about the cons? This Petal 2 the card itself does not offer balance transfers. So as a cardholder, if you're looking to build your credit while also managing your debt, you will not get as much use from this card. And the complicated rewards structure based on time monthly payments might be a little confusing for credit card newbies. So if you're a credit card newbies, maybe you really don't want to think about it. That's why I'm just telling you. Just think about this card as a card that allows you to build credit, okay, or rebuild credit. Forget about the cashback part of it. Let me talk about a little bit about the details. So when we think about the Petal 2 cashback, no fees Visa credit card, one thing we love here is that the rewards rate, as I said before, you are basically earning 1% on eligible purchases or up to 1.5% cashback on eligible purchases when you make 12 on-time payments, plus 2% to 10% cashback at select merchants. Now, those merchants are changing it every month, so you're gonna have to stay in contact with the Petal 2 card issuers to have a clear idea which merchants do qualify for the 2 to 10%. Okay, so one thing I want to say here is that, like most cards geared towards people with low credit scores or limited credit history, the Petal 2 card currently doesn't offer a welcome bonus. Instead, the Petal 2 boasts features that should appeal to people building their credit history. So the rewards rate, I think I already said that, 1% to 1.5%. And but what's really interesting for us when we analyze the card is the 2% all the way to 10% cashback at those select merchants. Okay, and so how do you earn? Well, you will earn 1% cashback on eligible purchases right away. So that's really fantastic. And then if you make 12 on-time payments, you can earn even more cashback on eligible purchases, up to 1.25% after 6 on-time payments, or up to 1.5% after 12 on-time payments. So you can see that right there is this could be a little confusing, okay? But hey, listen, it is what it is. And one thing I want to say here is that from time to time, you may also earn bonus cashback, I would say bonus cashback points on qualifying purchases at a higher cashback rates or alternative type of reward. So the thing is that the rewards here, the rewards structure, the rewards nature is not really clear. Okay, but hey, listen, it is what it is. And so how do you redeem? With every Petal 2 credit card purchase, 1% of what you spend is automatically deposited into your cashback wallet the following billing cycle. You can redeem the cashback points in your cashback wallet as a statement credit up to the amount of your current balance. If you have more than $20 available to redeem, you can call the issuer to request an ACH transfer to a bank account, or you can also receive a check. So I really want to talk to you about the value added here, because see, when we talk about the Petal 2 cashback no fees Visa credit card, what is the value that this card is really adding to you? Well, you have some key cardholder perks. In our view, the Petal 2 card can be an excellent alternative to traditional student credit cards if you want to build credit history without one, and if you are not eligible. Similarly to what we love about this card is that you don't need previous credit history to qualify for the Petal 2. And so there are a few benefits that I really want to talk to you about. So you have cashback benefits. So you can maximize the amount of cashback you earn by looking at select merchant deals that offer 2% to 10% in cashback rewards. So this is gonna, like boss, I'm gonna need you to actually be a little granular here. You're gonna have to do a little research to make sure the rewards the rewards you want and the merchants you specify are indeed, among the select merchants that do qualify for the 2% to 10% cashback rewards. Okay, you also have credit building benefits. So but before I speak about the credit building benefits, you also have the travel benefits. Okay, now there is no need to worry about foreign transaction fees when you use the Petal 2 credit card. If you are in a pinch on the road, you also have access to the Visa benefits like auto rental collision insurance, theft coverage, and roadside dispatch. What about credit building benefits? Well, what we love here is that this card actually reports activity to all 3 major credit bureaus. Why would you get it in the first place? It is a credit building card. So yeah, the card does report your activity, your transactional value, every month, no question about it. The activities are reported to the 3 credit bureaus. So this is how you can gradually get back to the credit game. This is how you can actually see your FICO score go up real quick. Okay. And we love that a lot. And, there are instances based on our analysis where you can actually enjoy potentially higher credit limits. I mean, simply because this card is a credit building credit card doesn't mean that it's not going to give you a higher credit limit. We have actually seen that credit limits on this card range from $300 to $10,000, which is really great news for credit builders. So the higher your credit limits, the more room you'll have to keep your credit utilization ratio low when you make purchases and carry balances on the card, right? And we know there is a strong correlation between a low CUR and a high FICO score. So this is really good. Let me talk to you about the substitute. So when we talk about the Petal 2 cashback no fees Visa credit card, first of all, I wanted to mention that when we talk about the substitute, I want to first talk about the fees. Okay, so here the APR, you are looking at 17.74% to 31.74%. So you can see the delta here, 17 to 31. Okay, there are no, like, you don't have some kind of crazy some annual fees, whatever. No. This card is kind of cool because it's not really trying to really confuse you with a convoluted policy on fees. You have a very straightforward fees, and you just have to make sure you don't carry a balance on this card. So as long as you don't carry a balance on this card, you are good to go. Okay, you can gradually just focus on maintaining a low CUR. So what will happen here is that the Petal 2 issuers will see that your CUR is consistently low from one month to another, and so all your information will be positively affected on Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Because again, if you have low CUR, all things held constant, your FICO score is going to go up. Okay. So how does the Petal 2 Visa credit card, let's say, compare it against? How does it compare against the Discover secure credit card, for example? Because we have a lot of substitutes here, and I want to quickly compare and contrast each of them to see really what's really happening here. Now, Discover secure credit card also helps you build credit, but the only thing is it is secured. In other words, you have to put a deposit, and then Discover will use that deposit to issue you a credit card. But the Discovery credit card actually has some rewards embedded in the card, so you are able to not only build credit but also reap those rewards. Okay, and so when we talk about so if you want, let's say, if you want a cashback credit card to build credit, you want to consider the Discover secure credit card, which earns, by the way, elevated rates of cashback at restaurants and gas stations on a set amount of combined purchases each quarter, no doubt, no fault. Okay, and then you have unlimited 1% cashback on all other purchases. And like the Petal 2, the Discovery Secure Card has actually no annual fee or foreign transaction fees. And plus, any cashback rewards you earn during the first year will be automatically matched at the end of the year. That's what we love about the Discover. We love this sort of a feature of automatic match. This is kind of cool because it really encourages all cardholders, whether they are credit builders or they are just established, let's say, experienced credit earners. Okay. One thing I want to say here is that unless the Petal 2, the Discover Secure Card that does require you to put a deposit. You have to put a deposit to actually qualify. Okay, so this is important to reiterate that. What about the Petal 2 Visa credit card versus Capital One Quicksilver One credit card? This is another card that you might want to consider if you are in the market for, I would say, credit builder credit cards. Okay, now the Capital One Quicksilver One Cash Rewards credit card is another option for you if you are trying to improve your credit and you want to earn cash back. And like the Petal 2 Visa credit card, this Quicksilver One, it's kind of cool because it allows you to earn a rewards rate of up to 1.5% cash back. However, unlike the Petal 2 card, if you have to pay a $39 annual fee. That's one thing we don't like about this card. I mean, the card does allow you to reap rewards, to rake in some rewards, but you have to pay a $39 fee, which means that you're going to have to spend more to sort of amortize, to sort of offset this $39 annual fee. Okay. And the thing is that also you might face stricter credit requirements, okay? Because Capital One recommends a 580 to 740 FICO credit score to apply. So despite the annual fee, the Quicksilver One is considered a more accessible credit building option than many secured credit cards, as it does not require a security deposit. In addition, as a cardholder, you are automatically considered for a credit line increase in as few as 3 to 4 to 6 months. Okay, potentially making it easier to keep credit utilization low. So this is kind of good. And so one thing I want to say here is that when you consider the Petal 2 Visa credit cards, whether you are thinking about maybe getting the Discovery Secure credit card or the Capital One Quicksilver One credit card, there are ways you can actually optimize your overall rewards. Okay, so what are the best cards to pair with the Petal 2 Visa credit card with? Well, remember that it might not be a great idea to apply for other cards at the same time when you are working on your credit, right? Because when you work on your credit, your focus should be on improving your credit. It shouldn't be on having pairs like, different kind of credit cards or whatever. No, you want to really pay attention to you want to have your eyes on the ball, and your eyes here should be on the fact that you want to beef up your FICO score as soon as possible. And one thing I want to say here is that, it might be better to use the Petal 2 card to build a credit score first, then look into additional options. After some time, as your credit improves, you can start looking at cards for good credit, including travel rewards credit cards and cashback cards that offer better cashback rates, like 2%, 3%, and even higher. So here is our verdict. You've heard me for the last 15 minutes. So the question is, you've heard a lot of stuff about the Petal 2. So the question is it a go or no go? Is the card really worth it? In our opinion, yes, this card is worth it because the card is helping you build credit. It doesn't matter if you have credit or if you have a 300 or no credit at all. You can still qualify for a pretty decent unsecured credit card, okay? And because the other options will be secured credit cards. Or you will have those like this constellation of unsecured credit cards with crazily high APR. I mean, I'm not even like I spoke to you about Milestone. I spoke to you about the Total Visa card. Okay, you have a lot of cards out there that will give you what you want in terms of helping you build credit, but they will charge you like crazy. And on top of that, they'll give you a small ass limit like $300 or $400, and they will charge like $100 in fees from that. So that's just kind of crazy. So in our view, the Petal 2 cashback no fees Visa credit card is a great card that we really we recommend. So the thing here is that many credit building cards do not have a rewards structure. So the Petal 2, on the other hand, lets you earn cashback and rewards rewards you with a higher cashback rate for making on-time payments, which may be a good incentive to build your credit in the first place. So this is kind of good. I mean, we will love it. And just make sure that you are whatever credit they give you initially, just keep making keep having let's say a positive payment history, because originally they'll give you like $300 all the way to $10,000, but keep making your payments on time. And what will happen here is that over time they will increase your credit limits. So the bottom line here is that you will use this card to your advantage, which you should do in the first place. Okay, so Petal 2 cashback Visa credit card, in our recommendation, it is a yes. So if somebody were to ask you go or no go, we definitely say go with this card. Okay, but use it responsibly. And you can parlay your responsible use of this card into a better card down the road. Okay, we're talking about a card that maybe has a balanced transfer option, or let's say a travel rewards option, or let's say a points rewards option. So a card that is great for you or for your family as you're trying to navigate this phase in your life. Okay, but because at the end of the day, a credit card that allows you to build credit should be a temporary card anyway. This is what it is, okay? It's not something that is designed for you to be used like after 20 years or after 15 years, because hopefully after 20 years you would have learned a lot of you would have learned a thing or two about credit building that would actually distance you from those cards in the first place. So you can just go to regular credit cards. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just quickly talking to you about Petal 2 Visa credit card. This was an in-depth review. So I give you a glance into the card, the pros and cons. I spoke about the details, the value added, the substitute, and the verdict. Thank you. God bless you. I'll see you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.